Biology Part 158, Reproduction. The male gamete called a sperm or spermatozoon is a small or motile and swims actively towards the larger female gamete, the ovum or egg cell. The sperm and the egg cell fuse together by a process called fertilization, giving a single-celled zygotic which finally develops into an adult individual. Both types of gametes are formed by a process of cell division called meiosis, which halves the number of chromosomes in the nucleus of the cell. A detailed description of the meiosis is given in our tutorial, but for the purpose of this unit, it is sufficient to know that the net result is to reduce half of the chromosomes complement to each cell. Human body cells, for example, contain 46 chromosomes, but after meiosis, the ova in the sperm contain only 23. However, the gamete nuclei fuse together at the fertilization so that the original number of chromosomes is restored. In this way, the number of chromosomes in the offspring is the same as that in the adult, but each new individual inherits some of its characteristics from each parent. Sexual reproduction has the enormous advantage that offsprings produced are genetically varied and can be acted in by natural selection. This means that the individuals which are best suited to their surroundings survive to reproduce in their turn, leaving more offsprings that the species as a whole remains adapted to its environment. In reptiles, birds, and mammals, the reproduction involves internal fertilization, whereby the sperm and ovum fuse into the body of the female. And for this to be possible, the male reproductive organ must carry out two essential tasks, namely the production of sperm known as spermatogenesis and the transfer of sperm to the female. The female reproductive organ produces egg cells, oogonesis, and must be able to receive sperm from the male, at the same time providing the correct condition for the fertilization to occur. In most mammals, the embryo becomes implanted in the uterus of the female that it can be nourished and protected during its early development. The remainder of this unit will describe the detailed structure of the human male and female reproductive system and explains how each specializes for its particular function. Well, our tutorial will describe the population, fertilization, and development leading up to the birth of a new individual. Human male reproductive system. Well, the human male reproductive system, male gamete producing structures or gonads are called the testes, have two functions: the production of sperm and the manufacture of testosterone, an essential male hormone. They are suspended outside the body in a sac called scrotum. A temperature slightly lower than the body temperature is optimum for sperm production, which begins at the puberty and continues into old age. Each testes contain hundreds of tiny tubes and seminiferous tubules, where the sperm are made. These unite to form the coiled tubes of the epidermis, which are linked in turn to the sperm duct and vas deferens, leading into the urinary tract or the outside via the urethra. Three types of accessory glands are associated with this region, of course, and the parastatic gland, Cowper's gland, seminal vessels. These are responsible for adding enzymatic and nutritive secretions to the sperm, forming a milky liquid known as semen. The penis is used to transfer semen to the reproductive organ of the female. During sexual arousal, the spongy erectile tissue becomes filled with the blood, taking penis from its erect